First down there, our second of our 4 grand mark. Our brother selling some cold beer over here at the booth. I think we got some volunteers from our selling tickets. So thank you guys to all volunteers here. I'm going to turn the mic over now.
I didn't regret it for 1 second, and it has led to some incredible opportunities throughout my career.
That's awesome. So now today you brought a book up here. Tell us about what you got and what's going on with the book.
Well, I'm a member of the Society of Experimental Test Pilots. All 4 of us Grand Marshals are, and you've heard from a couple past presidents. In fact, I think all 3 have been past presidents. We have great relationships with our industry partners, and one of those is an artist by the name of Hank Caruso, and he's award-winning aero characters. He wrote a book called Extraordinary Planes, Extraordinary Pilots, and it's a historic recount of early aviation flight testing with his aero characters. And you can see early pioneers that developed aircraft through the ages, and he then applies
we're very excited to have her. You're going to enjoy her rendition of the national anthem, and then we're going to get started with a really action-packed air show with some very unique flights. So we'll talk about that. I read earlier a big thank you to all of our sponsors. I want to say there's over 500 volunteers that without them we couldn't make this air show possible. Also want to make sure to give a big shout out and a thank you to our partner agencies, the Ventura County Aviation Unit, Ventura County Sheriffs, Ventura County Firefighters, the City of Camarillo, the Camarillo Airport, the ARFF, the Aviation Rescue is flying for you, both vintage planes like kids and experiments. It's going to be a really exciting air show, really exciting experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn your eyes to the sky for the Wings of Blue! At this time, our jump master, Captain Chad Suffolk, is performing final checks and adjustments to ensure that jumper is at exactly the right point to land at the target area before you. Jumpers have exited the aircraft and are accelerating towards the grounds. At this time, all canopies have successfully deployed their main parachutes. They will now perform a controllability check, ensuring the canopy is safe to fly before setting up a precision landing in the target area before you. If you look overhead, you will see each jumper has deployed a flag under their canopy. The flags being jumped in today's event are Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, and the Coast Guard. The Wings of Blue was founded in 1964 by a group of renegade cadet skydivers. We are proud to represent the United States Air Force at demonstrations such as this one. Each year, the Wings of Blue perform at more than 50 special events, displaying intricate aerial skills for more than 2 million spectators. Jumping into events that include the college football playoffs, the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and various air shows across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, our jumpers are low enough that they can hear you. Put your hands together for the Wings of Blue! Leading in our jumpers from Monument, Colorado, the jump master for today's demonstration. Please welcome Captain Chad Suffolk. Coming in hot, California with 680 jumps carrying the United States Marine Corps flag. Let's make some noise for Jason Bunker! Up next, from San Diego, California, with 600 jumps to his name, bringing in the United States Navy flag. Put your hands together for Gunner Grimes! Let's make some noise from Monument, Colorado, with 689 jumps to his name, flying the United States Air Force flag. Please welcome Nick Kozlowski! And finally, from Kansas City, Missouri, with 694 jumps to her name, displaying the United States Coast Guard flag. Let's give it up for Katie Ford! And our last jumper, from Chanhassen, Minnesota, with 688 jumps to her name, carrying the United States Space Force flag. Let's hear it for Veronica Schaefer! Let's get one more round of applause for today's
跟着陪安安跑啊！打仗的样子。
Blue and yellow, very, very colorful guy, very colorful airplanes he's going to fly. These airplanes will be back on the ground, and after the show, stick around. We're going to bring them back over so you guys can see them, look at them, and touch them, and come up and see what's going on our ramp and on the military ramp down below. So airplanes are lining up, getting squared away, and as soon as we do that, we'll come back and talk some more about it. A lot of folks might say that's a DC-3. It's not. It's a military airplane. It's not a C-47. It's a later model configured on for parachutes. The markings on the airplane are D-Day markings, and that's the markings we'll talk about that when we do the European theater of operation.
Judy Phelps. A new feature for Judy Phelps this year is going to be coming up real soon. Okay, Judy, we're ready for you. Let's see some smoke on. Beautiful, Judy. Judy's going to enter into her first figure, which is a Humpty Bump. She's going to pull vertical down line. She's feeling some good G's right now as she pulls out of the first figure. She's entering her second figure of her aerobatic sequence, which is going to be a loop. She's pulling into the loop. She's inverted now. She rolls herself at the top of the loop, and she's going to pull back down through the bottom. Beautiful loop, Judy. Thank you for that. Judy's third figure is what we call a hammerhead. She's going to enter on a horizontal line. She pulls vertical. In a good aerobatic sequence, you need that vertical to be straight up. She gave us a little quarter roll. This is where you kick the rudder and you roll, stall, roll that plane right over the top into the hammerhead. Beautiful job, Judy. That's looking really, really nice. Judy's going to be going now into her fourth figure. Her fourth figure is a half Cuban 8. She's on the horizontal. She's going to pull up 3/4 of a loop. The down line on this figure is a 45-degree down line. She's going to do a 2 of 4. 1, 2, gets her back upright. Nice job. The other part of this sequence right here is the other half of the Cuban 8. Again, pull up to the top of the loop. 3/4 loop. Vertical down line inverted. Roll upright, and she's going to come back out on the horizontal. What I like next about this next sequence, she's going to go into an Immelman. Immelman, you pull up to half loop. When you get to the top, you're inverted. She's going to give us a 2 of 4. 1, 2. She's upright. Her next maneuver is a stall, a spin. She's going to stall the plane here, decrease airspeed. Once she hits that stall, input rudder, we're going to get a single spin out of her on that vertical down line. Looking very beautiful, Judy. Judy's next figure here is a hammerhead. She's pulling vertical, a straight up.
Generating about 420 horsepower each. The helicopter has a unique design featuring a hingeless rotor system with a solid titanium rotor head, an extremely high level of maneuverability, in a very small size. It's under 39 feet. The maximum thrust weight is only 5,500 pounds. And he can hit a max speed of 150 knots in that helicopter. The military version can be armed with missiles or machine guns. It's used by military forces and police forces around the world. The global B-105 fleet has flight over 8 million flight hours. Over 1,400 B-105s were built and delivered to 55 different countries. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Fitzgerald in the Red Bull helicopter. He's a hometown hero, lives here in Oxnard.
You're watching Aaron do some great things with the helicopter. Normally you would see. But if you want to see a helicopter show just about 365 days out of the year, come on down to the airport. The sheriff's department is out there, and they have these yellow and blue helicopters. They don't do aerobatics, but they fly, and when they fly, they have a mission and they're going to go somewhere. But takeoffs, landings, a lot of helicopter radio noise, something to watch. So if you see this guy, the stuff he does, watch the helicopters on their routine every day of the day. It's 4 o'clock here.
moving around out there. They're still under tow, but let's turn it over to Boyd, who's waiting at 4,500 feet.
Hello, this is Boyd Willett from 4,600 feet above. Today, my tow pilot is my big brother Garrett in the red, white, and blue Cessna ahead of me. But with a simple pole, I'm as free as a bird. Thanks, bro. My goal today is to introduce you to the sport of soaring. The best part, you can fly this sailplane that I'm in up at Warner Springs, which is only 45 minutes east of Temecula, and you only have to be 14 years old to solo. That's right. You can't even drive a car. You'll have to get your parents to come give you a ride to fly it, but you can do it all alone. The glider I'm flying today is Sailplane Magic Grove. It has a wingspan of 57 feet and weighs just over 900 pounds. It has a glide ratio of 36 to 1, which means on a calm day from 1 mile up, I could glide for 36 miles. Now, for your power pilots who might think that soaring is too tame, wait until you experience cross-country flights. My personal best is a flight of over 500 miles and 8 hours in the air. However, the world record is up to almost 1,900 miles at an absolute altitude of 52,000 feet. The Perlin project, which goes between Argentina and Minden, Topin hit 90,000 feet, all without an engine. My family and all the folks at Warner Springs challenge you to ride along, if only in spirit, with me today. There's an open seat in the back just for you. It really is as much fun as it looks, and if you really do want to be a part of aviation, this... This was fun. This really has been an honor to fly for you today, and I hope that you realize that you can fly and you can be the pilot you've always dreamed of. Being a pilot really is not that hard. If it were, I'd get a real job. This is Boyd Willett of Sky Sailing Warner Springs, along with my brother Garrett Towing, our parents coordinating the ground operation, and everyone else in
that can do for them. And the government and the military, the army, they loved it. Spotter airplanes, little patrol airplanes, it was great. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, the last confirmed American kill over a German airplane was in 1945, believe it or not, by a Piper Cub with two guys with 45 pistols firing away at German storage, which we have a part of that airplane up in the sea right now. Not that airplane, but airplane like it. But that was to confirm the two guys who were very close to go after another airplane with 45 pistols. All these airplanes are not on the ready line, not on the sea line. So when the airplane's down, you get a chance. I might check over here. Now I was very interested about one of the airplanes, the 6A. It's an N255 L. I flew my normal. You see Norm standing by there for you and wishing happy birthday. The biplane configuration dates back to World War I. And then they decided to get other airplanes later on. We're talking about some of the more advanced airplanes and some of the more trainers that we have. These little airplanes you see flying, when they were PT's primary trainers, what they had was airboats, basic airplane symbol. Your instrument panel, the OSB involved, they had no radios, no communications. The guy in the back was the instructor, the guy in the front was the student pilot. How they communicated mostly was a thing called a Coxport tube. It's a PT-19 with silver one flying by. One of the few trainers that were low wing. How they communicate through the Coxport tube. Coxport tube is a giant arctic stethoscope. What power sits in the front is someone that puts their earplugs, hooked to the hose went back to the instructor, he would yell at the back. Hear that stupid the instructor, all he'll do is stick his hand out, holding the top PC, he just know what to do. And there's nothing like about 100 miles of air to work with a pilot sitting there. So during the war, 80 years ago, which is almost the end of the Indian is almost ended. So it was a pretty decent field, and we'll talk more about that when we talk some of the trees.
Garlicky brisket, blue cheese, chicken Caesar wrap. I think it was
80. Number 80. Number 80. Number 78, 83, 80, 84.
Now, Mike was saying there were thousands of these airplanes built way back when. But what you're looking at, we have 6 flying the same color marked up as a squadron. We have some marked up as Navy airplanes, some marked up as Marine Corps airplanes. But they're maybe the last one to be of revenge and greed. Jason is going to take off in the MiG-17. If you'll notice, Mr. Colorful in this very show, he's flying the red airplane. He flew the purple, the pink airplane earlier today, and he flew the yellow and blue airplane. And he told me there's one
We are open at certain times during the weekend as well. We love people to come and see what we're doing. We're actually restoring one of the airplanes right now, so it's good to see a bare bones T6. You don't get to see that very often.
Thanks, Mike. We got the MiG-17 coming around. As Mike said, you want to see a bare bones airplane, come down to Van Nuys, but occasionally come down over here and we're MiG-17 came in action right after the war. The airplane we entangled with in Korea was the MiG-50. This is like the bigger brother. It's a little bit bigger, a little more powerful. The interesting on this airplane, you see a gun and a cannon sticking out of the bottom of the airplane. Most of our airplanes, we just have the barrels. We don't need the guns. We're not powered in any way, shape, or form. So we just need the barrels, and we need it's like less weight you can fly with the faster, burn less gasoline. However, on the MiG-17, that's part of the weight and balance. So the whole gun package is in there, and it's deactivated, we're not fired. If you're come up and you see this thing hanging down below the full wire, the MiG-7 is the gun compartment. What Jason is our gun sub generators. Dan, you want to say something?
Well, I was just going to say, you were talking about the guns, Ron. He's got 2 23 millimeter Noodleman Richter NR-23 autocannons that have some drop tanks. The MiGs can get up to a service ceiling of about 54,500 feet.
A little all about the airplane. You might mention today the correlation of Afterburner is a great boost if you need the speed. Unfortunately, you're burning up more gasoline. The more gasoline you burn, the less you can fly. That's throttling first. One of the problems is the more you the F-86 was very similar to the MiG-16 and 17, probably because we have German scientists involved. tell you we're going to end it now because we are definitely not going to end the show. We have several more acts to do. But when you leave here, smoke again, more cortisol. You know, some of these airplanes are still painted in the yellow trading scheme. Some are white and red.
2024 Condor Squadron. What a beautiful trail pass they're doing here. It's trail pass / banana pass. And as you mentioned, Ron, each of these aircraft have a paraffin type smoke oil. Again, not an oil. And each aircraft has about 10 gallons on board, max. Loud clapping sound you hear as that big radio goes flying by are actually the wingtips of those props. The very tips of those props are breaking the sound barrier.
Yeah, we heard about that with War Dog too. Also an AT-6 flying a solo act, John Colliver.
We'll be sliding out to the left echelon for a right brake to come in and land. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Condor Squadron. Actually, Ron, you had mentioned before, too, that these airplanes are used in movies and television shows. A couple of the squadron members were also used in the filming of Pearl Harbor, the movie. Tora, 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 the traveling show, has also used T-6s in the past. That's why I didn't.
By another guest announcer up here, we're talking to.
Sammy's favorite maneuver to go snap roll. Takes the rolls and multiple rolls to the red. Sammy's tigers in the end, the night that stay down. Flying together to 14 years old, his first slider. He was the youngest member of the IEC Advanced Aerobatic team at the age of 19 years old. When the other 9 years old, he was pretty used to flying. And the whole now your free leg press and a foot roll. One more time for Sammy Mason. Sammy here again. Sammy here's hungry goal. Gonna give us a couple rolls to the left here. And shows that you shoulder rolls. And the front, he's now going to show you guys at the world's smallest facelift site. Sammy again rolling hard. And he's inverted frisbee. Sammy was offered to come to the referee. He's been a spot in the calendar class racing. He's sound as usual and competed in the races all around the world in different staff layouts. He said it was some of the most flying he's ever done, so he's still playing, and most others can have flying within a J3 package. Sammy still flies for Fun Weekly, but more recently has picked up horseback riding. Sammy and his mom, Rahuna, who bought a horse the past couple months for a Taco Tuesday. She got bumped off, and I thought it was hilarious. He describes this new hobby as being a street pilot, again in a Cessna 150. Sammy Ross, like you guys go check him out on Instagram, Sammy_Mason. Yes, he said he wants to got to learn his own raps. He likes that. He doesn't go anywhere without him. If you use code BASIC20, you get 20% off.
just enjoy right here with me. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's
Sammy liked to dedicate his performance this weekend to Edon Celeb. Sammy Edon performs here for 2 years in a row as a Clipper aerobatic team as they play cat and mouse in the sky. Sammy in his edge and Edon in his hand run. Sammy and Edon have more than just a friendship. They're each other's wingmen. With the snow cart.